Hello everybody, so today I have a bit of a different video for you. This will be our first official video on the new Black Ops 6 Zombies map, CITADELLE. However, this isn't gonna be my typical cut, type of video where there's like cuts every few seconds with super rapid commentary and all that, but once we actually get into the gameplay, it's gonna be a bit more chill. This isn't gonna be like an Easter egg guide by any means or like every Wonder Weapon guide. This is more or less gonna be a video for the players that haven't gotten to play the map yet, or maybe they haven't purchased Black Ops 6 yet and they were like, hey, I'm hearing a lot of hype about this new map, what's it like? So we're not going to be going super in-depth and spoiling a bunch. We'll play for like the first 15 to 20 rounds, we'll get the Wonder Weapon, we'll activate the Easter egg song, and give you just enough to kind of get a taste for the map. And like I said, it's especially for those players that, maybe if you already do have Black Ops 6, but maybe you have slow internet and you haven't gotten to play the map yet, this will give you a chance to get a feel for the map, for what you'll get to play without necessarily spoiling everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. And here we are in CITADELLE.
Do this, Ravenov? Heard the cheap booze burned away that part of your brain.
Watch it, Beck. Weaver told me not to kill you. But did you hear me agree?
Rattle your dags, guys. This castle ain't gonna storm itself.
Also, as we go, anytime that there's, dialogue like that, I will not be speaking, so you guys can actually pay attention to that. And as I mentioned before, this is me going outside of my element here, because most of my videos have a ton of cuts throughout them, but I'm going to be, well, not really doing any cuts. We're going to be keeping it pretty chill, just so then, again, you can kind of get a feel for the map, see what the progression is like, see what it's like to, go from 0 to 100, starting out with basically nothing, up to getting Pack-a-Punch and their Wonder Weapons, and just getting a feel for the map. And again, I'm gonna have the gameplay. Oh.
I cannot tell how or why they are occurring.
Well, get with the program, you glorified abacus. We've got our hands full down here. Oh, and Ravenov, say privyet to Sam.
I'm starting to wish I'd met this Max's chick. Of course, if this artifact is legit, maybe I'll get to.
But anyways, what was I even saying before? Yeah, I just really want you guys to get a nice feel for the map, get in tune with the vibes, because obviously if you have a video where there's like cuts happening every 2 seconds, it's just enough to kind of like throw it off and not really give you a full feel for what the map is like, what the design is like, what all the rooms are like. So we're gonna come over here, and this is actually the first headphone thing for the Easter egg song. So you hold X, square, or F on that.
One of the Avalonian crime families, the French syndicate, trace their roots to this castle. Franco thinks himself the king of this place. Today, his reign ends.
Gonna pick this place clean. What's theirs is mine now.
There we go. So we're starting off with the with the Sarkov here, mainly just because this is one of the last weapons that I need. So, I'm on the Nebula camo grind right now, so just finishing up some of those final camos. But typically what I do is I just kind of stay in the spawn room till like round 4, round 5, something like that, and then I start kind of moving through. Wow, I'm totally missing my shots. Normally on like a map like Terminus, I'd recommend leaving as soon as possible, so then you can go through, turn on all the power generators, because, the earlier you can do that on that map, typically the better.
How much these nerds hate you. I think Harvard rather gargle a dog turd than have you along.
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's lonely at the top.
Man, I love all the dialogue, like, just this new crew in general, like, I love their voices, their voice lines, their personalities. It's great, man. Already one of my favorite zombie crews. Don't get me wrong, Ultimus and Primus will always be #1 in my heart, but this crew's pretty good. Get a few more headshots here. And if you want my personal opinion on the map so far, I genuinely love it. It's great. Sorry, totally losing my train of thought here. Just trying to focus on getting these headshots so we get as many points as possible. But, yeah, genuinely, like, again, I don't want to spoil too much about the map, but it's genuinely fantastic, and this is I can already tell that this is going to be one of those maps where even long after Black...
Along with this lot better than you ever will.
Me? Pissed that you're popular with those mental titans? Please. I just need to know you'll still have my back if they get, aggressive.
But, yeah, I can definitely tell this is going to be one of those maps where even long after Black Ops 6 lifecycle, me and many others in the community will probably be returning to this one for a long time. It just has those classic zombie vibes, you know what I mean? Not just classic in the sense of like, oh, this feels like a Black Ops 3, Black Ops 5. It's crazy to say Black Ops 4 when talking about classic zombies, but you know what I mean. Like, that game came out before the Warzone era when zombies still had its classic identity. Even if that game isn't necessarily like old and nostalgic, like Black Ops 2, for example.
I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you. Right up until the point you make his throat smile.
If I end up accidentally talking over any dialogue, I do have the subtitles on for you guys, so you can at least read that.
Your only way into the castle is through the main gates.
Really? No alternatives? Or were you just too shit-faced to check?
That was our second thing of headphones there. That's why I was aiming at it. But yeah, even though this game isn't necessarily old and nostalgic, like say Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, sorry, not this game. Sorry, I was talking about Black Ops 4 before. You know, even if that game isn't necessarily as old as that game, you know, it was still classic zombies. You know what I mean? Classic round base, classic progression in terms of the wonder weapons. Where like the wonder weapons were like your main way to get to high rounds. Black Ops 6 definitely returned to that. Cold War was definitely more just like, you know, you can really use any weapon to get to high rounds, you know what I mean, just with the way that game was balanced. But this game definitely feels more like classic zombies in the way that if you want to get to high rounds, you're definitely going to be relying a bit more on the, whatchamacallit, on the wonder weapons. Technically, I don't need critical kills right now because I'm already done with all the critical kills on every weapon in the game, but I just want to get more points so we can be more stacked. Gonna pick up some of the salvage too, take out that zombie. Oh no, I did not want to get to the, the nuke. Oh well. The Black Ops 6's zombies as a whole is just amazing so far.
You are not military. Criminal?
I prefer independent businesswoman, but you're not wrong.
And then, just like Resident Evil 4, we fire the cannon at the castle.
Yeah. Not
Yes.
bad. That'll do it all right.
Then we go inside, and to our right we have Juggernog, which is very appreciated. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And now we have 7,000 points. We should probably start moving through here.
Packs the bold flavor of rancid spinach without sacrificing the wallpaper paste texture.
But yeah, we should move through here as fast as possible because I'm not going to spoil it. But you'll see why in a moment. Oh. Oh. Sticky situation! Sticky situation! We're okay. And you waddled away. You waddle to the very next day. So we do have the final thing for the Easter egg song down here, but I'm not going to activate it just yet. I'm going to wait. But we will be activating that before too long. Come through here.
Contains valuable weaponry. Even prototypes from the director himself.
What? Where anyone could happen by and steal the living fuck out of it?
Alright, so we're gonna take out some of these zombies before we do this. So, get some headshots on y'all. Get as many points as possible. Stay stacked. Got the bonus points. Anyway, going back on track with what I was saying before, Black Ops 6 is fantastic so far. You know, Terminus, great map, fantastic Easter egg and boss fight. The Kraken is like one of my all-time favorite zombies boss fights already. Liberty Falls, a great chillax, yet somewhat... It's not exactly basic in the way the like World of War BO1 zombies was, but it's a nice blend of old classic and new zombies, and even some old zombies because you have like the Easter egg in there. And even though it didn't have like a dedicated boss fight per se, like how we had the Kraken in Terminus, or the boss fight in this map, it was still sort of like a boss fight of sorts. Similar to like Origins. You guys remember in Origins how we just sort of had like hordes of zombies coming at you at the end there rather than like a full-on boss fight? And yet that Easter egg is still like a fan favorite. So you don't necessarily need a crazy boss fight to be a good or memorable Easter egg by any means, but definitely gives you brownie points in my book. Because who doesn't love an epic boss fight, am I right? Plus, that's also just my mentality, because growing up, and I mean, obviously to this day, Resident Evil has always been one of my favorite franchises. And that game is obviously well known for its insane bosses. Even as far back as the PS1 games.
It gets the big rock, which means I get the big scary bang bang now. Right?
Parasites, and now we have Pack Punch. Definitely gonna go ahead and snag that real quick. That's our first Pack Punch camo.
You have unfinished business with him.
well, he abducted my brother and sold him to a black site lab where they turned him into a 12-armed monstrosity. So yeah, you could say that.
Zombies. Alright, take out some of the parasites here. We're on round 8, making good progress. And soon we're going to be working on getting the Wonder Weapon. First, I think I owe you guys an Easter egg song. How about it? I won't talk during it, so I don't want to ruin it for you, but we'll chill and rock out together. How about that? My aim is non-existent, apparently. Alright, got some of those guys. Actually, I do have enough money to open this door, so we're going to do this real quick. And voila. Oh, actually, do we do some fun Easter egg stuff? Yeah, this isn't spoiler territory. So for any of you that are dedicated zombies players like me, and you know, because for me, I'm gonna get crapped all over for saying this. I like Vanguard Zombies. I really did. I thought the art style was fantastic. I thought the gameplay was fun. Despite the fact that the objectives, you know, there wasn't that many of them, you know, I still had fun with Duran Fong and Terra Maledicta. I felt like the hub world was a little too big in Terra Maledicta, if I'm gonna lie, if I'm not gonna lie. But then Shinonuma and the Archon, I thought they were fun round-based maps, especially Shinonuma, obviously, since that's a remake of an all-time classic. But with that being said, with me enjoying Vanguard Zombies, I followed the story through the entire year, and let's just say that if you're like me and you enjoyed Vanguard Zombies and you followed the story in that game, you're about to just... Here we go.
You. I know who you are.
Gabriel Kraft.
And why you are here. To obtain the Sentinel artifact, you will first need an amulet hidden in this castle.
That is more than I could get from him all week.
Listen closely. Up in Oculus tools. I gave you the means to find the amulet. Now hurry. The Syndicate cannot be allowed to obtain the Sentinel artifact. It must never fall into his hands.
But yeah, Gabriel Kraft is one of the main characters from Vanguard Zombies. He was one of the main operators on the radio. He was like the good guy opposition to Von List, which Von List was the villain of Vanguard Zombies. Him and Cortifex. Cortifex ended up being like the main villain by the end, but...
Is the name of the amulet you seek. Your former employer, Edward Nick Puffin, paid the Syndicate a small fortune to find it.
Never worked for him. I'm just here for the loot.
So in a round or two, we're gonna start having these zombies spawn in with like buckets on their head, and they're gonna drop stamps. And basically, there is 4 swords in this map, 4 elemental things, which is one thing I was going to mention before. You know, like I was saying before, you know, with like classic zombies and all that. Having 4 elemental wonder weapons in a map is just, I mean, obviously, like. It's funny, right? Because we think of like 4 elemental wonder weapons as being like a classic zombies thing, even though we didn't see that for the first time until the end of Black Ops 2, and then again in Black Ops 3, but... And again, Black Ops 3, and I mean, Black Ops 2 is obviously, that game's almost 13 years old now, but it's crazy to say that Black Ops 3, I mean, that game is almost a whole decade old. 10 years old. So... Oh man, that's just insane to say right there, but... Yeah, this map does have 4 elemental wonder weapons, and I mean any map that has 4 elemental wonder weapons, that's just the hallmark of a great zombies map. Origins, Horizon Rock, Ancient Evil, D Machine. I love D Machine. I feel like a lot of people forget that that map actually had 4 elemental wonder weapons, just because again that was the type of game where it was like, you know, you just kind of go in. You upgrade your weapons, you use those for a while, especially when there was that point where the health cap was like really low towards the beginning of the year. But anyway, if you open up this door, this takes us right back out to the main entrance here. Also, I did promise you guys an Easter egg song, did I not? So let's go ahead and get that on. We already hit 2 of the headphones, which means there was 1 more. Take out some of these zombies. Max ammo, nice. Slide past you guys. I'm trying to go for the critical kills here. I probably should have just used an automatic weapon, but... Hit the last thing of headphones over here. I won't talk during this. Let's just enjoy the song together. Oh, there's the buckethead, by the way. He'll drop the stamp. You need to take the stamp to one of the statues to grab the bastard sword. Each statue represents an element. We'll talk more about that then. But for now, enjoy the song.
The symbol of West End once struck fear into the locals. The sons of the owl made that sort of impression. Someone very close to me yesterday, much like you. It's never too late to make things right.
How's it going, Smokey? What's next?
He now devised this test for his bastard, the dragon.
Just like delivering pizza. If the pizza was on fire.
So yeah, that was the Easter egg song, and it's already one of my favorites of all time. It's right up there with 115 and Beauty of Annihilation. Straight up. It's that good. It is that good. Like, they've just been cooking with the songs in this game. I mean, the Can You Hear Me and Terminus was fantastic. Destroy Something Beautiful. I've been listening to that one nonstop. I mean, that one's fantastic. Like, Treyarch, I don't know what they've been smoking over there, but like, if they could pass a hit, that would be awesome because they're on some good. They're on something good to be making stuff this masterful. You know what I mean? But anyway, I've been working on the fire sword here, which this is literally the last step. I was trying to illustrate what I was doing as the song was playing. Obviously, I didn't want to talk what the song was playing, but anyway, once you grab the sword, you hold X on that dragon, and it will light up and show those 3 locations on the plate above its head, which relegate to, not relegate, correlate to locations on the map. Those 3 like lights that were on the thing above its head, yeah, those are like locations on the map. They're the same every single time. So the locations you saw me go to in this game will be the same in yours. You go there, you hold X on them, and you try to get back as soon as possible. Most of them are pretty easy, except for that one that was in spawn. That one you need to make sure you have like full health before you do it. There is faster routes you can take, but still, once you bring back all 3, the lights will go out, and you're able to pick up the Caliburn, and that's it. That's the fire sword.
Of course it is.
The other swords are also pretty easy for the most part. I'd say the Void's probably the hardest. Not actually hard, just more in-depth, and you need to like know the codes. Or the key. The key for the codes. How the codes correlate or translate. But even then, it's not that hard, so. And even in solo, you do need all 4 swords to do the Easter egg. So, it's a blessing in disguise that they're so easy to get. But anyway, you have the main slashy attack here. And then I'd like to wait until we actually have zombies, but there is a charged attack which you can do, which basically okay, how do I explain this? So you get melee kills to charge up the sword. Once the sword is fully charged, you can unleash the special attack by holding both the right and left triggers. But once you use that special attack, you won't be able to use it again for a little while until you charge up the sword again, which takes roughly 10 melee kills, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it seems like it takes roughly 10 kills, at least with the fire sword. And it is a dedicated melee weapon.
You placed on my comrades. If you have such power, why did you not use it to escape? To clarify, I am a The incantation only works because the power resides in the Citadel.
Gotta take this big ladder. Oh! Yeah, this is the new special enemy right here. He is not an elite, just a special enemy. So he's not too crazy. In terms of the elite enemy, it is the amalgam from Terminus. I was debating on whether or not to spoil it, but I mean, it's not a spoiler since it's just a, the same thing. It is just the amalgam from Terminus, but it works. Anyway, we have some zombies going up here, so I guess I'll show off the power of the fire sword. How's that sound? Hold up. Yeah! Yeah. Clear out the entire room just like that. It's a pretty great sword. Pick up the Hellstorm. Why not? And then, yeah. That's that. So, yeah, the wonder weapons on this map are dedicated melees, which means they do not take up a weapon slot. So you see how my fists out here, as well as my Pack-a-Punch Sarkov here, which means, oh no, where's my wonder weapon? To use the dedicated melees in this game, you have to hold down the melee button. Once you hold down the button, you pull out your dedicated melee weapon. So that's how you do that. Oh, it seems like we got another one of those special guys coming in. You will not win. I will destroy you. I should hit up the arsenal to upgrade my weapon a bit. I am a little underpowered. There we go. Got him down. You also gotta watch out, because once you kill him, he does do a little bit of an explosion. Explosion. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and switch back to the sword here so I can get some more gameplay with that. Hiya! You definitely want to make sure you have the one augment on your melee macchiato that makes you regen health. I'm not sure what the ultimate augment combo would be with this sword. Probably the one, actually, I don't know. Because I know there's one augment that lets you hit multiple enemies at once. But I don't know if that only applies to your punch or if it applies to the sword as well. Not sure. But you'll hear like a little sound cue when it's ready, as well as the fact that it'll be all lit up, and then... Ah! Yeah! It's so good. You can also only carry one stamp at a time, so anytime you pick up a stamp, take it back to the statue, hold X, then it like activates, and then you'll need to get another stamp, so on and so forth. But oh, yeah, there we go. So I activated that one. Obviously not gonna go ahead and do all of them in this video per se, but another one! He's so fast! Ah! Anyway, yeah, as I was saying before. Oh yeah, that's another thing I should have highlighted. Vulture is back. That's the park machine up there, by the way. But yeah, I'm not sure if that one augment that lets you hit multiple enemies at once actually applies to anything like actual melee weapons besides just the fist. So if that does apply to melee weapons too, then I would say that that would be the best one. Because the ones that I'm currently rocking are the ones that make you regen health every time that you land a successful melee attack. Sorry, I was thinking about how to word that. As well as the other one that lets you do a one-hit kill for more rounds. Which I could also see that being really good. Like, if this thing maybe falls off at some point, in terms of just, like, the one-hit melee. But that's the ones I rock. I rock the ones that do extra melee damage, or one hit for longer, for more rounds, as well as the regenning health. But I'll have to do some browsing, see if maybe there's a better combo out there. But yeah, man, this thing is great. That being said, we've been going for a little while now. It's round 16. I think we should just go ahead and exfil. Feel like I've given you guys a decent look at the map. Have a decent idea of what to expect, without showing off too much. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the exfil zone, which is all the way back at the spawn. Which, yeah, there's an amalgam on its head right now. Sorry, I was going the wrong way. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Gonna come out here. This is the slide. You do have to shoot the one crow in here when you're going for the one thing. Right there. And then it'll like fly out here, and then you gotta like shoot it again. But we're not worried about that right now.
I think that gave my wedgie a wedgie.
I think that gave my wedgie a wedgie. Hilarious. All right, go ahead and call in the expo chopper. Amalgam! Die, you freaking beast! There we go. Yeah, this thing's pretty good. Wish I had this thing back on Terminus.
Party's over. Time to go home and
Raven's talent.
arsehole tax from a bird before.
Alright. Time for us to exfiltrate. Come on, zombies, I'm ready for you. Hopefully this video is giving you a good idea as to why I do not stream. I'd be terrible at it. My videos rely on so many edits because my videos are god boring without any edits. It's just because of my mental conditions. I hate saying these same 6 letters all the time. Or 7 letters, sorry. But my OCD and my ADHD make it really hard for me to just have normal conversations in general sometimes. But that also goes for like when I'm making videos. It's just because my brain gets so scrambled because there's so many things I want to say and there's so many like entertaining things that I want to do and say, but then like my brain goes in other places because I also need to kind of keep it serious when I'm trying to make informative videos like this, where it's kind of informative, kind of not. Where it's like I'm trying to inform you guys about some things, but I'm also trying to be entertaining, and it just kind of clashes, and yeah. It's fine. I have no problem being transparent in the fact that I know that I'm boring. Anyway, go ahead and enter the exfil vehicle. And the cutscene is a little different this time. I mean, it's like kind of the same animations, but it like, you know, it's like set up the cameras in like a bit of a different position this time. But yeah, there we go. That is the new map, CITADELLE. I will be making more videos on this, whether that be like, you know, the Easter egg or, you know, just other stuff for it. I made some guides and some other fun videos for Liberty Falls that was different from my usual content. I may end up doing some things like that for CITADELLE. We'll see, but like I said, this is already one of my favorite zombies. Like, I know it's kind of crazy to say that after just one day, but dude, this map is so good. The Easter egg song, it's hitting. The wonder weapons, they're great. The special enemies, they're so creepy with the way they like zip around and teleport around, but they're also not like super annoying or whatever. They're relatively easy to take down as long as you have a decent weapon. You know, the elite enemies, it's just the amalgam from Terminus, which I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the amalgams can be kind of annoying depending on what you're trying to do, but they're not like actually a bad elite enemy, you know what I mean? They're only annoying if you're like specifically trying to grind camos or if you have like a certain thing going with your train, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, this map, it's absolutely fantastic and I cannot wait to make tons of content on it because I mean, again, it's a fantastic map, and to think that this is only DLC 1 and we have at least 3 more maps coming yet, absolutely insane. Just absolutely insane. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all of you in the low ball tier, and an even bigger shout out to the big ball tier, Malasking, Emmy, Dan, and Manny, and the biggest shout out to the G tier, Ron Events, and the G Scroll. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.